Hello, and welcome back, everybody. We are hopefully going to put out a few videos this week as opposed to just the 3 last week. And Denny has created an outro that we're going to put on there as well. There's no sound or music yet to it, so when we do get that part solved, it'll become an intro. His sisters are going to be helping him work on some sound and music too. And we're all still learning editing skills. So if anybody has any ideas for good programs for video editing, good ideas for kids for sound editing, anything that's user friendly, we would totally love to hear about it. I did want to point out that I entered Mythic this week, got in at around the 800 mark, 820 something. And just within 2 days of not playing at all, it's dropped me to the 98 percentile mark. And I'm pretty sure percents drop off and numbers start up right around the 1500 mark, maybe 2000 mark. So still close, but not quite all the way there. We were going to do a play-in event, but unfortunately, scheduling did not let us get in for the constructed play-in event. So instead, Denny said, let's just do some ranked regular games and see if we can get back up. Now, Denny, do you want to do some standard rank or some alchemy rank? Because I did create some alchemy best of 3 decks. Okay. So I did create an alchemy rank deck that I was going to enter that play-in event with, but that was a best of 3. So I do want to make a quick change off the best of 3 to the best of 1. There is a difference on how you play. For instance, on best of 1, we do need a little bit more protection main board against certain things. Namely, it's graveyard for this deck. So we're going to get the soul guides back into main. Whereas Soul Guide Lantern is a fantastic card. If you have best of 3, it should just be a sideboard card, though. Because, yeah, it can make you win pretty... Type the whole thing out. Make you win pretty easy. Yeah, let's try this one. So, this deck is a cycle deck. Basically, it's something that I remember cycling with back in the day. And it was a great mechanic when it first came out. God, I can't even remember what set. I want to say Urza Saga, maybe? Urza Saga, Urza's Legacy. When cycling first came out. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But I have watched some other YouTubers, and I think it's fantastic. They still use a lot of the words that we used back in the day. Like, great cards are still called the bomb. You know, that's a bomb card. Whereas, you know, that was created by my generation. Also, like, chump block. Like, we used to call people chumps in the 80s and 90s. You were just a chump, but then we used it as magic, and it stuck around as magic, but it did not stick around in regular nomenclature. So I think it's fun. Again, boomer magic, bringing back the old style play. So we'll see if cycling still has a place. And I bet you we're going to see nothing but these prowess cutter decks. That was just ridiculous how much that is popping up now. They're great, though. They have a pretty consistent turn 4 win if you don't disrupt them. So, I don't blame them for playing them. Yep, prowess, yep. And actually, this is the Blue Heavy, the Drake creator. Don't like that. I have no way to deal with it right now, though. So, let's see if we can find a way to deal with it. We'll see. Hey, there's a way to deal with it. The deck does provide. Let's do it now. Don't need any shenanigans. Do it while they're tapped out. Those prowess can grow astronomical if you let them. Alright, let him dig. He doesn't have anything on the gain from these, so that's good. The one thing I do notice is that if you can get rid of their threats, since so much of their deck is the pump spells, getting rid of the threats really does buy you plenty of time. I think I'm just going to lead in. Hey, normally I do this at the end of their turn, but there's a chance I can get a 2-drop that I want, so I'm going to cycle now on my turn. See, perfect. I got a 2-drop I might want, so yeah. Let another turn. It's kind of a boring deck if you were playing against it and you didn't see the hand. A lot of people don't know what I'm doing. I mean, once they start seeing a lot of artifacts of these vehicles go into the graveyard, they will start to get an idea. Yeah, Illuminating gonna hit me. Get that boom. Boon. Yeah, okay. Basically gives it a prowess, right? No, a draw card. Draw card. The other one, there's a red one that gives the next creature card prowess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't have a lot of artifact removal. Now, when I finally play my kill card, these things become artifact removal, but by then it might be too late. Let's go ahead and cycle out. So, oh, I have the braids. I guess I do have artifact removal. I did put in those braids, but I already used that one on a creature. So if we get another one, let's remember to save it for the tome and the cutter. Now that we've seen that, let's do it main. Yeah, main. If you shot at your screen, remind me, hey, you're supposed to save that as I play it. Or just shot at me, Denny. He is still here. My editor's still watching. Ever vigilant as he plays on his phone. Oh, he's playing Magic on his phone. Okay, cool. Well, we'll call that a working endeavor. I did have... Oh, the guy scooped. He's ranked 238 and he scooped. Why would he do that? Okay, well, I guess I'll never know. He got scared of my no plays. He was just bored, maybe. I don't know. You never know. Sometimes people have stuff to do. I'm glad they scoop versus timeout. One of the most aggravating things is when people just time out. Like, why? Especially if they're losing, and it seems like it was intentional. I've had a bunch where they're winning, and they just time out. That's like, you guys had the game. Or they'll scoop when I think they're winning, but they don't know. Those are just lucky. I don't mind getting lucky, though. As my friend Joe used to say, I'd rather be lucky than good. Shout out to Adam as one of our first commenters. I don't know if he wanted me to say his first name, but I did. If he doesn't, he can let me know in the comment section, and I will take it down. But for right now, just giving shout outs to people who actually know how to play Magic and enjoy seeing it. Oh, here we go. We are in Big Dinosaur. A lot of times their actors don't, or their avatars don't represent what they do. Like, I got Jace. He is nothing like my deck is currently, but I am too lazy to change avatars. Same with these little robot guys or the dragon breathing fire guys. Trying to get advice from my my editor there. Colors mixed. Let them go. It's going to be kind of a draw-go thing. The downside of this cycling deck is I don't really do any kills until 4, 5, 6. I get the monument out. I can start doing some tricky stuff. When I get... he's probably saving counterspell. But it's impossible to counterspell cycle, which is nice. Yeah, so this is my main kill card. I'll show you guys. It brings all of those mounts back. All of the vehicles back from the graveyard. And swings them all at once. So if you get 4 of these 6/6ers, it's a done deal. But you do have to get it off. So gotta be wary that I'm playing counter magic right now. He's keeping his blue open, but he might just be an Izzet. Still can't really tell until I see more. Whether he's just doing a slow start on the prowess deck or not. So one of the other funny things is nowadays you guys have terms for all of these different color combinations. So like red and blue is Izzet, and I've learned that just from the deck that came out recently. I did not know that before. They did not have names for color groups. Some of the ones I've heard about are Teamer and there's a bunch. They pretty much every 3 color combo has a name and every 2 color combo has a name, and they did not have that when I started playing Magic. So that is something I'm going to have to learn so that I can stay with it. Say things that are relevant to actual Magic players. Okay. I hope he probably thinks that's my win con, which I want to keep him thinking that's my only win con, because then it'll keep him busy dealing with that. This is a prowess, so I don't have to worry about as many counter spells. But he is kicking off, so I need to save mana for some kill engines here. Man, should I take the risk? I don't know if I want to worry about as many counter spells. But he is kicking off, so I need to save mana for some kill engines here. Man, should I take the risk? I don't know if I want to worry about as many counter spells. But he is kicking off, so I need to save mana for some kill engines here. of not getting a land drop, but I need to get a land drop. So we're going to cycle that off. Get a land drop, and then, nope. Not what I wanted, but you know what? We're going to just go on a little hunt. We're going to go on a hunt. Oh, it's not the right one. I should have took the freaking... I should have took his, him, because that is the one thing he's going to fish back. They do have Graveyard Recursion in this, and I kind of forgot. With his Stormtation talent, they could bring back a sorcery or instant from the graveyard. And knowing him, he's probably going to target the hymns and just stack hand like crazy. There's a braid target. That would be nice. Alright, so we got a braid target. I can hold open for the resolution target. Oh, let's just do the braid target. $17. Should I wait and see if he drops more before I... Yeah, let's just wait. There's no reason to rush on this right now. I don't have to kill the otter just this second. I can wait and see. If it's better to kill the otter or Day of Judgment, kill multiples. I'd rather get multiples like this guy as well. It does have haste though now, huh? Yeah, sure. Let's resolve it. Let him do it. Let him do it. Let him pump them all up. I'm just going to take a lot of damage, I think, is what I'll do. 5, 6, 7. Just 5. You got more? No? Just 5? It's a better Day of Judgment turn than it is a kill turn. Plus it's Vigilance, so that makes it kind of immune to my resolute rejection. My turn. Oh, I have the Sky Crash, too. I forgot I had that to kill Quarry Steel Cutters. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Having a rough go, not getting a land. Should I keep the Steel Cutter Killer? Yeah, I need that land. This runs a very low quantity of lands, because normally you're cycling. These two kind of things are, my kill cards are kind of holding me up this second. Pile up this turn and braid next turn, or braid this turn and pile up the next turn? That's the question. It is nobler to suffer 9 damage. He might get 9 right now. No, he can't. I need to get back to him. Yeah, I knew it. I should have popped one of those, but he would have had 2 more anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright. Just 2. Okay. Well, 2 is 2. Okay, so 4 or 5 would kill everything. So that's my options. I kill everything. Can kill just the 2/2 and the cutter for a 2-card swing, or I don't need it. Could throw a blocker out there, but that wouldn't do much. I think our best bet is to just, I don't know. This is tough. This is real tough. I think we do this. Then we go try to find some more land. So we gotta advance our board state, otherwise we will never get to an end game. Did not get more land, but got another kill spell. And save that for the swing in. I think that's our best bet. He's tapped out now, though. Yeah, he's gonna probably be able to give that, and that won't. Yeah, okay. We'll do it. He can get up to 7 this turn, he's got me. Hey, how close is he to decking? How many? Yep, okay, so he's gonna get the Drake haste. That's upsetting. Let's hope he taps out past his, I'm gonna give that thing haste, okay. 2, 3. And that gets his double team as soon as he attacks with it, doesn't it? Yeah. If he gets one more, he wins. Because I can only kill one of these. Let's kill this one. If he plays one more, he wins. Yep, there it is. Good game. Gonna give him the good game. Yeah, we tried. A little rough on the go, but we tried. Trying new decks is always fun, too. As a matter of fact, I had a deck similar to that. I just had net decked, and I hated admitting that I net decked. But I net decked just to get my mythic run over, because I was running into those prowess decks so much that, you know, it was easier just to grab one. Like, you can't beat them, join them, right? So I did throw one of those together. But I did that one because I'm trying to learn Standard. I actually did that one in Standard, and made the run to Mythic my first time in Standard. Normally I make the run in Alchemy. Let's try a different, let's try the other. I had a few different best of threes I was preparing for the event that I didn't get to play in. So let's try one of those. Let's do, Denny, you want, should I do the bounce, the prowess, or a chorus best of three?
Chorus.
Do the chorus cards? Okay, we'll give it a shot. This is very similar to one of the very first decks I was using. I did change it a little bit for best of three, and for some of the new alchemy cards. I also have a brand new alchemy mobilized that I put together early this week that I think will be really cool. So we'll probably do this deck once, and then you want to see the mobilized deck I just built? We'll throw that to mono white mobilized deck, which seems to work really well. Still have some kinks to work out, but don't they all? You could spend years working on a deck to get it the way you want it, and by then the meta's changed so much that that's why you've changed it 50 times too. Good enough. Looks good enough. Got 3 lands, multiple colors. This deck just needs a good start. If it can get a good start, you can hold stuff down, hold the fort down. A lot of counter spells. I don't like this one, but I also don't like Spell Pierce. So I need a good 1-drop counter, but there isn't much. So Bats, he's gonna take the shanty. Go ahead and take my shanty, my man. The dance. Yeah, I know what you're taking. Just take it. Ooh, I do like the 3D effects on these cards. A little bit something you don't get when you play Paper Magic. 3D effects on cards. Back in the day, we were wowed by seeing something that was foily. Ooh, you got a foil? You're so cool. So lucky. Now it seems like foils are not even rare. Every pack has a couple foils in it. Oh, now you're gonna get my monument, aren't you? Or the stroke. You need to take the... I think he might take the... Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna take now. He's got lots of options. The monument makes sense. Makes sense. Especially if he doesn't plan on casting anything over 4 or non-creature spells, because that means he's got us by the short curlies, I guess. This is not looking like a great matchup for me. Looks like we're gonna drop even further. I love that card. That's in the bounce deck that I have. It seeks. It does all the things. Gets him. The first thing it does is it gets them all bigger perpetually. Then it seeks for another one. And I actually have it. I love it in a bounce loop where if all your creatures are bounces, every time it seeks a creature and puts it on the battlefield, it can bounce itself. Then come back as another +1/+1 perpetual for everybody. They can get pretty big pretty quick when it does that loop. It does take a few turns for it to work. Can't counter a ability, so let it go. This is not looking good. See if he bounces that. Bop. Yeah. Plays it again. Very similar to my bounce deck, but I don't run the bats in my bounce deck. Although, the way they're locking me down, maybe it's something I need to reconsider. Matter of fact, I think I need to top deck the black creature sacrifice when I got top deck to survive, and I did not get it. That's game. Give him a good game. Like I said, some matchups just don't work out, and I was worried about that one. How'd I go up? I lost the game and went up. Alright. Makes sense, I guess. So, I think Denny stepped out, so I'm missing my guidance, but I think that the last one I should do for this video should be the white mono that I was talking about. Hopefully he gets back in time to see it. Now, I would show you this deck list, but I think it'll be funner just to play it out. They never overdo what you want them to do. So, a good deck should be able to do different things, I think. Sometimes you might get one half of its abilities and not the other. So, a lot of multiple combos, at least having two kill conditions. Always very helpful. Now, the 3 games I played with this deck, I have either done exceedingly well or exceedingly poor. So I need to find that middle ground with this deck. He's back. My editor is back. I'm playing that mobilized deck, that white mobilized deck. I lost horribly with the course when he walked out. So when you get disgusted, you just gotta move on. Man, I think I actually need a mulligan this. There's too much land and no field cards. Alright, so let's do this one. A couple different ways we can go. I think we're going to want to go Sky Knight, Pack Beast. And so I don't see time for Resolute coming out right away. We'll put her back. This does give you a good idea of what the deck's supposed to do. You're supposed to get, like, either Squire out or a Mobilize out first. So usually a 2-drop Mobilize, then you drop Squire. When you Mobilize, Squire just grows exponentially, especially if you ever get Delny. So Delny with Mobilize triggers all again, triggers Squire all again. This stuff can ramp pretty well, pretty fast, if you can get it out. That's like every game of Magic. If you're lucky enough for it to see the play field and get utilized, then you're great. That's gonna be a little hurtful, but I don't have haste. That is great against red. It's one of my favorite cards against red. But those hasty prowess decks, you shut them down. At least get that one turn to react to all those creatures coming in. Whereas if you don't have this, they do something to you before you can react. Especially since there's not a lot of really good instant speed in white for removal. I mean, you can get the get lost, but then they get value out of it. Let's drop 1. Get my little token and swing in, or my counter. So far, so good, man. If I can get Delny out, this is gonna be one hell of a swing on turn 4. One hell of a swing. Yep. One of the other cards is a XX creature that makes your tokens copies of its power and toughness, and its power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures on the screen, or number of creatures you control, which is pretty amazing. I actually had to use some of my rare cards on that. Of course he's gonna get rid of that one. Here it is. Speak of the Devil. Apparently if you talk about cards, they show up. I don't really need him now. I'd rather have... Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. Delny's gonna be more of a target, but I don't have the... I don't have a Mobilize to really take full advantage of him. I do get the double up on the counters for Squire, though, so it's worth a go. If I can get, I might just drop the Sheltered just for the ward benefit to prevent him from bouncing it or doing something crazy. The ward is nice for a little added protection, but I really don't want to waste the removal on either of these two things. They're not hurting me that bad. Really want to see another Mobilize get out here. There's a 2-mana Mobilize that won't want to place up on my turn. I love that one. There's a couple 3-mana Mobilizes. Omniscience. Son of a biscuit muncher. And the double Omniscience. I should probably just concede. I don't know what I was thinking. Entering without a Soul Guide in the deck. This is exactly why I put Soul Guide main deck in best of 1 and not best of 3. This is exactly why. So I'm just going to go ahead and concede. I'm not going to give him a good game because there's nothing to that. That's just bad deck construction on my part, going best of 1 instead of with a bunch of best of 3 decks. That might be enough defeat for me today. They were really quick though. Should I do one more? Yeah, I'll get one more. I've been instructed to let my butt get kicked one more time before calling this the end of the video. So what should we do? Let me show you what I did to get. Let's just do, yeah. We'll do this. This is what I used to get up to Mythic Standard. It's just a basic prowess deck. Nothing fancy. I'm not even doing the Drake version where they get those flying drakes and all of the... And since it's not alchemy, you don't have the boon and draw. So I use Sleight of Hand. 2 of the stock ups, 4 Sleight of Hands, maybe 1 or 2 ops is my only blue. Good enough. Got the Quarry. We're gonna go for it. Gonna do our best. Yeah, so I'm gonna save these to activate these when I get them out. Hopefully. A lot more people are main decking things like a Braid and other artifact constructions just because the Quarry Steel Cutters should be coming out. Yeah, my turn. Yes, please. And the next turn I should have some activity. Hopefully I get a land. Man, land is what I really need. Land. It's a very low land deck. I think I'm only around like 22, 21, maybe even 20. I don't know. I don't run very many lands, so there's always a chance. Get the second one down, activate both on the next turn, or go try to search for another land and get lucky. Let's go for lucky. That'll work. Got one. Alright. Now, I will activate one, have the next one to activate them both next turn. Fantastic. Good deal. Good deal. And I'm finally doing some damage. This should be pretty good. Turn 4? Is this turn 4? Missed land drop? I don't know. I never keep track. He obviously missed the land drop, though. Yeah, poor guy. Well, I don't feel so good about taking this, but I'm going to do it anyways. Bang. I'm not going to do the bulk up yet. I do love it, and when you can get it off when they're tapped out, it's great. But my problem is that when the Steel Cutters activate, they switch to where they are. So, like, I'd rather play it now on a 3rd spell and make sure I have the trample in case they flash something. Not that it matters right now, but in case they do... let's keep enough for 2 spells, but I'll do one more. 2 to the face. I could have done it after combat, but again, they're tapped out. I'm not too worried about anything happening. There's no combat shenanigans this exact game, but I think this pretty much wraps it up as a win. And I wish I could say it's because of my play skill or anything like that, but no, this is just a super easy deck to play, easy deck to win. And I'm not proud of my run to Mythic using it. It was just something I got sick of. Basically, I got sick of playing against it. And I was like, I wonder if there's any nuance to it. There's not. It's really not. It's like the Red Mouse deck that was doing the same thing, pre-Tark here. Now post-Tark here, they're doing it with this. So, easy wins. I would say, for me personally, running my version, and I will show you the deck. Running my version, I've had probably 60-70% win rate with it. It's just... But again, there's no real... Just timing, I guess. But if you have basic magic timing, it's a super easy deck to win. So, here it is. So, opt, sleight of hand, 2/4, all the chasers, all the bolt waves, all the. That's it. Monstrous Growth is legal and standard, which I think is pretty amazing. Kind of wouldn't mind moving the shock to something else. The cutters, the show-offs, 2 stock-ups, and that's it. And I am officially only running 20 land, but I haven't really had a problem with it. Like I said, I got up to Mythic. You saw me win that game. 20 land seems to be enough, because you really only need to get to 3, maybe 4 lands total the whole game. If you have more than 4 lands, you don't need them. Yeah, if I were to make any changes to it, which really, like I said, I just pulled pretty much a straight net deck. The only thing I think I did was add the bulk ups over some other burn, but I also don't like shock. So, it does help clear the way sometimes, but there's no other real reason. It's just such a boring deck. That's why I don't play it very often. But I'd like to show you a win. I like to go out with a win. So, until next time, you have a wonderful day. Oh, and we're going to put the outro right here. So, we'll talk to you later. Bye.